Alright, what up you schmucks? So there's some pretty serious allegations going on. If you haven't heard, Nijisanji's Aster Arcadia got outed for being a predator and serial harasser. But first I need to catch you up to speed on how he got here. Back in February of 2024, an ex-moderator for Nijisanji's Luca Kanashiro tweeted out that there was a male talent who had been harassing and guilt-tripping new girls at the company, but management did nothing about it. There are also leaked DMs that randomly surfaced on 4chan between Aster and his co-worker, Scarlett Yonaguni. He bickers about voice chat etiquette and makes her feel guilty for not responding to her immediately. Since this came from 4chan, there was no hard proof to back up its authenticity. Then later, that same moderator released a long-ass document about how Luca was abusive, exploitative, and manipulative towards her and other female Nijisanji members. Under allegations, it states that multiple girls came to Luca since management wouldn't do anything about Aster's behavior. And when Luca reported it to management, still nothing was done about it. Despite how serious these allegations were, there was still no concrete proof. And this happened while Luca was going through his own drama and allegations, so many people lost interest in Aster. Fast forward to December 2024, and that all changed when FalseEyeD, a Vtuber known for talking about Vtuber news and drama, was contacted by an anonymous Vtuber from Nijisanji. This anonymous Vtuber told False that Aster has been sex pesting her, as well as her female friends in the agency. He talked about flying her out to Japan and making sexual remarks to the point where it made her feel uncomfortable. To her, it was so bad that she considered leaving the company, but management somehow talked her out of it. You're probably wondering, why didn't this Vtuber just report it to company management? Why are they reporting it to a YouTuber, you may ask? You would be correct to think that, but this is Nijisanji we're talking about, and if you're familiar with how dogshit they are as a company, it's not surprising in the slightest. You want to know why this person reported to False instead of Nijisanji? It's cause this pussy-ass company didn't want to damage their already terrible reputation. If word got out that there was a predator in the company, of course they would get fucking cooked, but them choosing to hide it makes it so much fucking worse. Just when you thought Nijisanji couldn't get any lower, they managed to prove everyone wrong. This company is made up of the most brain-dead Neanderthals that can't even do their jobs right, and it's sad just how unreliable they are. To add credibility to Aster's dogshit reputation, one of Aster's ex-coworker indirectly calls him out. For context, Quinn used to be known as Kyo Kaneko. Both of them were co-workers who debuted together at the same time under Nijisanji. They started a podcast that only lasted 2 episodes. Fast forward to now, and he states that there's a reason the podcast was cancelled, referring to that moment in time. He deleted it shortly after, and explained why he deleted the tweet, but it was already too late. Him deleting that tweet raised even more questions, which added more fuel to the fire, so Quinn had no choice but to explain himself. To keep it short, back when they were co-workers, there were times he had heard stories and personally witnessed Aster being weird around women, such as aggressively approaching new women who joined the company and putting them in positions that would make them feel guilty. Based on what Quinn has seen and experienced interacting with Aster, he tells us his behavior wouldn't be out of character if these allegations were true. The harassment this VTuber faced from Aster is something Quinn can see him doing to other women. Then out of buttfuck nowhere, Nijisanji releases this statement saying not only are they focusing on issues on sexual harassment, but they're also going after the whistleblower who snitched to False. I wish I was making this shit up, but Nijisanji never fails at being an utter disappointment. Not only are they trying to hide a predator, not only did they need to be told to finally do something about Aster, but the most lame shit is that they're also punishing the victim for leaking information to a third party. You know, I find it so funny that someone at Nijisanji had the balls to write something this buttfuck retarded. They really thought they were playing the hero catching a criminal, when in reality, not a single person gives a shit. The fact that Nijisanji believes people will side with them after protecting an alleged predator and not keeping him in check is comedy fucking gold. After the news got out, Aster hit the eject button and went into hiding. He set his chat to subscriber-only mode in order to reduce backlash and criticism. Now you can't send chat messages unless you're subbed to him for more than 24 hours. And he delayed his upcoming stream for more than a month as I read in the script. So he's definitely aware of the allegations against him. But that's where this story ends for now. Now I'm gonna give my 2 cents since I feel bad for saying things that everyone has already said. So far I've given my thoughts on Nijisanji, but what about Aster? Even though these are allegations, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if this guy was a guilty piece of shit. Based on everything that's happened from February to now, everything seems to line up logistically. When you hear the same allegations from multiple different sources, it's safe to say that information holds weight, especially since these sources are affiliated with Nijisanji, so their words and criticisms hold more weight than random Aster fan Dick Sucker 123. Not a single person is defending Aster, and they all shared stories of him harassing women in some way. You could say these are allegations all you want, but it's clear that there's more information against Aster than there is defending him. Not to mention, FalseEyeD is pretty credible in the news scene. He does the most research when it comes to topics and news in the VTuber space. That's why this anonymous VTuber told this story to False, because unlike Nijisanji, False is actually well respected and is good at getting the word out. It's thanks to False that Nijisanji finally got off their fat ass. But the funniest part is that this entire drama could have been avoided if Nijisanji had just done their job. This VTuber wouldn't have needed to snitch to False if Nijisanji had looked into Aster's behavior. But nope, this VTuber had no choice but to take matters into her own hands, since the company she works for doesn't give a fuck about its employees. It's because of Nijisanji's negligence that the entire world knows this information that shouldn't have been any of our business. They are such a pathetic loser-ass company, holy shit. But anyways, now it's just a waiting game on what happens next. Alright, that's the video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like and sub to the channel. Alright, see ya.